Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode, after touching base with Cecile once again, we returned to the city and headed over to the Bracer Guild after receiving a call from Mikkel, sharing information with him and Arios while pledging to work together to avoid any incident from occurring in the coming days. Returning to the SSS Annex after picking up Kia, we found an uninvited guest within, as Shirley demanded Randy come to New Blanc for a talk with Sigmund, with Lloyd and Wazi joining him as they told Randy to inherit the title of War God and lead the Red Constellation, as we now continue on. Lloyd, Randy and Wazi proceeded to walk their way back home, having turned down the car the club manager had prepared for them. They were then met with the girls and Sergei, all of whom had been worried about them. After putting a half-asleep Kia to bed, Lloyd and the team delivered their report. How awful. I can't believe them. How could they put you in that position? Setting your succession of the War God aside for now, sounds like you managed to gain plenty of intel. Yeah. They're banking somewhere around 100 million mir on this new contract. Going off the situation, it's a safe bet that their employers are the Imperial government. They also mentioned they would be busy starting tomorrow, which can only mean they're plotting something for the trade conference. I think I've got an idea about the provisions of this contract. What about you, Lloyd? Me, well... What is the purpose of the Red Constellation's 100 million mirror contract? Assassinate the Republican president, protect the Imperial Chancellor, or wipe out Hayaway. There is... So it's all-out war, or not war. Proxy war. Maybe. Well, it's to protect the Imperial Chancellor. More likely than not. Otherwise, things would turn very dark. Very, very fast. This is just a hunch, but I've heard that the Blood and Iron Chancellor has a lot of opposition in the Empire. Chances are high the Red Constellation is here to protect him during his stay in Crossbell. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Good observation, Lloyd. But don't you think 100 million mirror is overcharging for something so simple? Besides, surely the Chancellor is bringing his own personal detail too. Good point. Both Ereboni and Calvert are bringing a sizable number of guards and escorts with them. Well, naturally, the Red Constellation would be acting independently from official security. If you pay attention to their actions, it's clear that they're trying to get a feel for the location in any way they can. I say that lines up. There have been sightings at Armorica Village, Mines, and Belgard Gate. Though on the surface, all they seem to be doing was stocking up on food supplies and Septium. Yeah, but I don't think that's why they were visiting so many different regions. They wanted to scout things out, just like we in the Bracers do. That way, they'll be quick to mobilize at a moment's notice. I also got that impression. Well, it's all only speculation at this point. Dignitaries from all across the continent are coming tomorrow for Orchis Tower's Unveiling. Oh, and on that note, I'll be sending you guys on site too. Come again? By site, do you mean the Unveiling? Red Constellation's been giving you a bad case of tunnel vision lately. But the Special Sports Section, not the Counter-Espionage and Anti-Terrorism Squad. It's time you have a change of pace so you can get a better sense of the bigger picture here. I guess you're right. Truth hurts sometimes. Does that mean we'll be an official part of the security detail then? On paper, yes, but I want you to focus on observing the unveiling ceremony itself. Get a lay of the land once the trade conference begins. Keep an eye on how the dignitaries carry themselves. Doing that should give you a different perspective on things. Understood. Lucky us, we're going to have front row seats for this spectacle. You're still awake? Somewhere in the Imperial capital indeed. We depart early tomorrow morning. Shouldn't you be resting? Ah, right. I thought it best to read over these reports while I have the chance. For the military academy. I never expected you to take your duties there so seriously. I'm the chairman of the board of directors, even if it's only in name. The students are giving their all. It's only right that I give them mine as well. So be it. On the side, I managed to dig up some new information about that matter we were looking into. Duke Cayenne's attack dogs are beginning to make their move again. Him again? I wish I could say his troublemaking surprised me. Do you know the scope of their plans? No, not yet. The intelligence division hasn't fully uncovered it themselves. Our friend the Chancellor certainly reaps what he sows. This does not bode well for him, does it? Then again, I'm not out of the woods either, am I? Maybe they'll find it in their hearts to target me as well. This is no laughing matter, you fool. Wouldn't it be wise to request more support from the 7th Armored Division? It's not too late to put in the call, you know. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. The Chancellor's safety aside, if I were to appear there with a full escort in tow, it'd ruin my precious public image. Besides, I'll always have you, my love. I can't think of anywhere in the world I'd be safer than in your tender arms. Well, I'm off to bed. Is that an invite? Sorry, I forgot myself there. Pillow talk aside, I am looking forward to speaking with the Crown Princess tomorrow. Have all the arrangements been made? Yes, I spoke with the senior captain earlier. We're scheduled to meet early tomorrow evening after the luncheon. Good, good. Why, is it hard to believe it's been almost a year? I only wish Estelle and the others were coming so that we could make it a proper reunion. Cheryl's been busy with work as well. Too much so to make time for a trip. Right. Nevertheless, I will do my utmost to enjoy Zemuria's most modern urban city in their stead. And worry not, I have no intention of getting in the way of your long-awaited rendezvous with the senior captain. Why, if you'd like, you could even set some time aside for a lovely date at that theme park. Stay out of it, idiot. Actually, your idiocy is going beyond your usual bounds tonight. I trust you aren't getting any ideas of creating more work for me tomorrow, correct? No, of course not. Why, I wouldn't dream of it. At this rate, I'm going to have to put a leash around his neck tomorrow. You might like that. Well, all things considered, this will likely be my last foreign trip for a while, and our work is certainly cut out for us. We'll need to find out what the Chancellor is planning, not to mention keep an eye on developments around the continent. I know I've caused you nothing but headaches lately, but I hope you know I'm counting on you, my dearest friend. Naturally. In LaBelle Kingdom airspace, the high-speed cruiser Arcel. What a lovely breeze. Judging by the shift in the clouds, we should be in for clear skies over there. Scree! Scree, scree, scree! Thank you as always, old friend. It's as I feared. The cinders are beginning to smoulder in the Republic as well. Then there's Hayway, not to mention the intervention of the continent's leading Jaeger Corps. And of course, I'm already well aware of who's been operating on the Blood and Iron Chancellor's behalf. Scree? Don't mind me. We'll be flying northeast tomorrow. Will you be joining us on board? Even you may have trouble following us all the way into foreign territory. Scree! So this is where you were, Your Highness. Yes, I wanted to enjoy the breeze for a little while. I'm a tad ill at ease over these next few days, what with the trade conference. That's surprising to hear. Hello, Sieg. Back from your scouting mission. Scree, scree! Here. I received a report from RNA Research. From Richard. Please, let me have a look. Details on Republican government activity, radical nationalists within Calvard. Seems every region in the western half of the continent is undergoing some kind of turmoil. Yes, I have to agree. I need to consult the prince over this as well. Perhaps now would be a good time to make use of a specially recommended connection. Connection, Your Highness? That's right, I want to see for myself how reliable they can be. They may be just the allies we'll need during our visit. I see, the ones that Estelle and Joshua told us about. I don't see the harm in seeking their assistance in addition to the guilds. Indeed. We come with Rex now. 2 years have passed since the signing of the non-aggression pact that Grandmother proposed. The pact allowed us to avoid war, but at the cost of giving rise to other unforeseen pressures that have strained the continent. At this point, we have no choice but to seek out a new framework, one that will replace the non-aggression pact. How pleasantly surprising. This terminal is a lot more user-friendly than I expected. Hey! Get out! Yona Sacred, systems engineering prodigy of the Epstein Foundation. I'm impressed you managed to construct such a complex environment on a network as obsolete as this. I suppose it really wasn't a fluke you were able to catch Ren then. You should be quite pleased with yourself. Astral code installation complete. Time to get to work. Phase space access confirmed. Now to begin crawling the orbital network. Securing entry from multiple routes. First, second, and third security clearances bypassed. All that's left is cracking the logic key. And done. You're mine, main terminal. It's truly what hacking looks like. I can see why the professor is so proud of this code. That's enough fun for now, though. I've got info to dig up. Whoops, I've been had. Not bad, Freckles. Not good either. You won't even notice my little breach until tomorrow. So I'm sure it won't make a difference if I have a little more fun in the meantime. Well, a lot happened at the end of day one, but the end of day one has been signaled. All our story was backloaded. Late August 1204, the Septian calendar. The West Zemuria Trade Conference, proposed by the newly elected mayor of Crossbell and CEO of the IBC, Dignitaries, is about to commence. Representing the major power of the West, the Empire of Erebonia, are Blood and Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne and man about town Prince Oliver Rize Arnor. From the major power to the east, the Republic of Calvert, comes President Samuel Rocksmith, carrying with him the support of the masses. Representing the northern principality of Remiferia is its young ruler, Prince Albert von Bartholomews. And finally, from the Liberal Kingdom to the southwest comes Crown Princess Claudia von Alslies on behalf of Queen Alicia II. At this very moment, prominent dignitaries from across the continent are beginning to gather together on Crossbell soil. And you know this is going to be a big sweep. Wait, or not? Maybe some of it's gated. Representative for the Imperial Government, Blood and Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne enters the stage. Representative by proxy for the Emperor of the Erebonian Empire, Prince Oliver Rize Arnor. Gotta have fancy RGB on your wheels, right? Representative for the Calvert Republic, President Samuel Rocksmith. All coming from different forms of transport, too. I think LaBelle wins. Personally. Representative for the LaBelle Kingdom, Princess Claudia von Elslies. Where's Sieg? Scouting, probably. Representative for the Principality of Remiferia, Grand Prince Albert von Bartholomews. The co-representative for Crossbell State Speaker Henry McDowell. Alongside, of course, the co-representative, Mayor Diana Cloyce. Wow, what a lineup. Truly, we're looking at some of the most powerful individuals on the continent. Dang, I didn't realize the Blood 9 Chancellor was such a beast, not just in rep, but physically too. President Rocksmith, on the other hand, looks like he's down one too many of the Eastern Quarter's famous onion hot pots. Princess Claudia of LaBelle is so glorious. And look, it's Senior Captain Schwartz in the flesh. Famous then. Attention, esteemed dignitaries. Allow me to formally welcome you to Crossbell State. I am the Mayor of Crossbell City, Diana Cloyce. Thank you all for coming here today and agreeing to participate in the West Zemuria Trade Conference. Normally, this would be the part where I announce the commencement of the conference itself. But before we get to that, we must first commemorate this auspicious day. There is something I wish to show you. Behind me stands Crossbell City's new City Hall, a modern landmark that symbolizes our state's commitment to trade and finance. Above all else, it is a center of international exchange, a place built to foster peace and concord throughout the entire continent. It is with great pride that I unveil to you the continent's first true skyscraper, Orchis Tower. I mean, they definitely went with a tech look, didn't they? It's the question, does it fit with the rest of Crossbell, though? Architecturally? No, gonna have to update the rest over time, I feel. There it is, Orchis Tower. I'd seen the architectural brief, but words couldn't possibly do it justice. It's incredible. I feel overwhelmed just looking at it. Sweet mother of Helios, how much mirror did they drop on this thing? More than mere mortals like us will ever see in our lifetimes, combined. My goodness me, for once I'm speechless. It's astonishing where technological progress can lead you. It takes me back to when we were on the Liber Arc. Yes, though it's not quite as tall as the Axis Pillar was. Aha! Splendid, splendid! I read over the details in your report, but I still can't believe my eyes. Yes, the real thing has far exceeded my expectations. The IBC's economic might is as impressive as ever. Ah, remarkable without a doubt. This will surely go down as one of many historical moments upon this fateful soil, both past and future. Dang, wouldn't mind checking out the view from the roof. Wonder if Mr. Mayor would let me up there if I asked really nicely. Now then, let us proceed. To our distinguished guests as well as all those gathered here today, I hereby declare the West Zemuria Trade Conference officially open. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Word magnificent comes to mind. Seeing it makes me all the more pleased that we decided to come to Crossbell. How very auspicious. But I believe I've seen enough. It would appear that we have an infestation to tend to. I trust you'll take care of it. One of tomorrow's grand event, your aid will be greatly appreciated. It would afford us so much more peace of mind to have you there. If I must. Farewell for now. Elusive as ever. Frankly, I would prefer to stake my trust in someone less fickle. Oh, come now. Fickle is a bit of an unfair way to put it. There are simply restrictions on when he will and won't cooperate with us. Once you have them figured out, getting him to help is simple. Is that so? What restrictions could an assassin have? That's still a secret. Nevertheless, everything has gone according to plan thus far. Let us make it extra certain it stays that way come tomorrow. Yes, sir. Man, that building is insane! What do you say? Wouldn't it be fun to tear that sucker down? I understand the urge, but try and keep it in check. That tower just might come in handy for us down the line. Flame. Well, whatever. I'm gonna go check out the city, okay? That tower's got this place jazzed up like you wouldn't believe. Knock yourself out. There she goes, peppy as ever. She must be real excited about that building getting unveiled. Maybe so. But more than that, she's intoxicated at the thought of the bloodshed soon to follow. So she is. That far better suits Miss Orlando's taste. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She'll get her fill tomorrow, one way or another. And thus the fated tower emerges, drawing toward it the destinies of all in an uncontrollable vortex. If only Blue Blanc were here, he would have waxed even more poetic over a side like this. On the other hand, it wouldn't shock me to learn he came to see it uninvited anyway. Oh, what's this? All's left is to make sure these fall into the right hands. But for now, I may as well start preparing for the next batch of festivities while I'm here. Incredible! It's finally done. Looks like all that funding from the IBC didn't go to waste. It's even nicer than I ever could have imagined. I always knew Mayor Croix could pull it off. The sky's the limit for him. It's so freaking cool! Hey, Henry, we totally got to explore that thing. Come on, let's go! But we'll just get in trouble again. I mean, not that I don't want to go in there too, but... Wowee! It truly is an impressive structure. You would never see something like this in Calvert. Now I understand why our men here hold the city in such high regard. Everyone sounds so excited. Hey, Kia, is the building really that big? Kia, are you still there? Oh, sorry, Shizuku. But yeah, it's like ginormous. It's blue and white and super sleek and so pretty too. But... what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. That's weird. This is my first time seeing it, but I feel like I recognize this tower from somewhere. Okay, the city doesn't seem filled with more people than usual. I guess you would want to keep tourists down a little bit, considering the dignitaries visiting. So the trade conference main session will be tomorrow afternoon, huh? Yeah, they'll be holding informal talks at a luncheon today. From there, they'll meet for dinner in the evening, after which they'll watch a performance from Arc-en-Ciel. Oh, and all the dignitaries will be staying at the state guest house at Michelin. You're referring to former Speaker Hartman's old mansion, right? Whoa, so that's what they're using that ginormous crib of his for now. Well, Hartman's fines for his corruption and illegal dealings were pretty exorbitant. It was confiscated as compensation, so now they use it as a residence for VIPs from abroad. I suppose he got what he deserved. Am I correct in assuming Michelin is going to be closed to the public? Yeah, both the theme park and Michelin Center are getting shut down. The CGF will be stationed there, so you don't need to worry. Understood. We'll continue focusing on our support requests then. Do what you gotta do. Some of the invitees are planning to tour the state after lunch. You never know what problems may arise. Be ready to help out at a moment's notice. We'll keep that in mind. Man, though, all those attendees had big shot written all over them. Especially that Blood and Iron Chancellor. There's something up with that guy. Yeah, initially I only had my eyes on Lecter. But the Chancellor, his presence completely dominated everything around him. Calvert's President Rocksmith seemed a little on the friendly side at least. On the other hand, it was hard not to notice Killiker standing right next to him. So she really does work for Calvert's intelligence network, the Rocksmith Agency. The President is known for his popular stances, but even so, I don't think we should take him lightly. None of them had even half as much grace and elegance as Princess Claudia of Libelle, though. Senior Captain Schwartz was with her too, looking just as dashing as ever. That woman is the captain of their Royal Guard, if I remember correctly. Her looks and status have created some rather passionate fans. Yeah, I suppose they have. Truth be told, I'm actually an admirer of hers myself. Wait, you are? Hold the orbital phone. What do we have here? You swing that way, mademoiselle? I'm not sure how you drew that conclusion. I simply had the pleasure of attending a procession held by the Royal Guard back when I visited Libelle is all. They happened to be selling a photo album of the senior captain, so of course I just had to buy one. I see. You have to show it to me later, please? Okay, I will. Schwartz 2, Men 0. While a lady in uniform does have a certain charm of her own. Personally, though, I'd say I was keener on Prince Oliver to the Imperial family. Don't tell Prince Oliver that. Prince Oliver, huh? I feel like I've been hearing his name more and more these days. He rose to fame recently after playing a major role in solving the Libelle incident. After that, he went to all sorts of events that bolstered his popularity. Though if I recall correctly, he doesn't hold the right of succession to the Imperial throne. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, if he was involved in solving the Libelle incident, wouldn't that mean he met Estelle and Joshua before? Oh, you might be right. Those two seem pretty damn popular, so I wouldn't rule it out. We're home! Welcome back here. You too, Zai. Woof. Oh, where's Shizuku? Weren't the two of you spending the day together? Yeah, but she went back to the hospital with her dad. We got to see them unveil the tower together, though. It was super awesome. You guys got to see it up close, right? Yeah, but the thing was so huge, I'm not sure I actually got a good look. Yeah, they sure weren't kidding when they called that thing a skyscraper. Bet you two managed to get a perfect view of it, huh, Kia? Yeah, it was so cool. Those explodey things. Fireworks, I think. They were pretty too. Oh, but... what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. You leaving again for work soon? Yeah, I'll be out until dark. What about you, Chief? Or after dark. I'll be here on standby for the day. Just focus on your own work. I'll contact you if anything pops up. Sounds like a plan. Let's head out after we check the terminal. And so... Day 2. And its sweep can begin. Requests. 1 urgent. 3 optionals and 2 optionals that would have carried over. Marie's gone missing? No! My family's beloved kitten Marie has gone missing. I searched the neighborhood yesterday but couldn't find any clues. Could we ask you to help find her? Our apartment is on the 2nd floor of Acacia Apartments on East Street. Please visit us for further details. So the last spot of our sweep is East Street. That's what we've learned. That's the only urgent. Bracing for battle. Braces Lynn and Aeolia. We'd like the special support section to join us for a training session. We waiting at the Ash Tree Inn over in Amorca Village. Please come by if you have the time. Then an Aeolia at the Bracer Guild. Musician Manhunt is also on a shot. Kleines Müller. I traveled here from the Empire to stage a... Okay, we know who we're looking for then. Didn't get it from the title of the quest, but Klein Müller's like, oh. I traveled here from the Empire to stage a concert, but my musician has disappeared. This is an urgent matter. Could you please help me find him? Yes. We look for the most expensive wine. So that's got to be... Well, obviously that must only be the restaurant that's right next to us, surely. East Crossbell Highway monster extermination. A dangerous monster, the Savage Horn, has been sighted on East Crossbell Highway. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. So there's 2 things out East Crossbell Highway way. That's on a medium as well. It's basically... Bracing for Battle is our mark, because that's East Crossbell Highway way. So where do we start? We don't have any more Pom Party people, do we? I'm not trying to figure out what we've picked up. Well, it was bound to happen that you'd go walkies, yeah. That's a lot of requests, and they all seem more than a little intriguing. I'm not so sure what to make of this musician manhunt, though. Forget that. It's not every day you get called in by 2 of the guild's foxiest knockouts. I mean, sure, it's for training and not a hot date, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, it does sound like a good time. Oh, and this lost kitten request is from that family we know. Yeah, it's Bond's family again. Ones that moved to East Street. We helped them with their cat once before, so I wouldn't mind lending a hand again. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Let's be sure we take the time to see them. They went out of their way to ask for us specifically, after all. Yeah, the city's bound to be a lot more lively thanks to the tower's unveiling, not to mention all these visiting dignitaries. We should take our patrols out and about today. It'll be a blast, I'm sure. Well, we'll start with Central Square. Considering we're avoiding East Street, we'll have to hop over to Downtown District. What about we go Harbour? Harbour, IBC, Admin, and then, like, Residential. That should dodge most of the quests that we've got. But then we want to do the quest at the same time, too. We could probably hit the Ace Crossbell quest in the meantime, yeah? Head out, Residential, Cathedral, Mines, maybe check the Doll Studio, etc. Come back in. I don't know where to go. Maybe do our musician manhunt at that point. Wait, where did he say he was? Oh, I can't report anything. I've got nothing to report. Where am I looking at here? Swan Falls. Thank you very much. Because we got everyone to talk to. Crossbell Station. So that's admin district. I'll be here on standby for the day. Someone, meaning me, has to keep in touch with the 1st Division and finish prepping for tomorrow's trade conference. Just focus on your own work. I'll contact you if anything swap pops up. Indeed. Thank you very much for the contact. Right, well, let's look around in here. Ah, Prince Olivet. My stupid bard is barding about again. But he can afford the fancy wine. He doesn't have to go to jail. Of course, nothing's going on here. Kia is not in your room. Kia? What's wrong, Kia? You're spacing out. Oh, no, it's nothing. Good luck at work today, everyone. Come on, guys, investigate that more. Yeah. What do you want this time, then? I can give you cat food. Oh, yeah, what do we have multiple of? That's actually the point here. What did we give you last time? I have no clue. Let's give you a gladiator. Got 2 of them. Nyan Nyan. Can't remember what we gave you last time. You gave us a quartz. A nice one, I thought. Gave a rainy, did I? Impede 1. Oh my, you giving this to me? Thanks, cop. We'll make sure to put it to good use. And Impede 1 it'll have to be.